What if living to 100 was simpler than you think? Japan's oldest practicing doctor lived past 100 and was still seeing patients at that age. He did not rely on pills or strict diets. His secret was eating simple foods every single day. Before he passed, he revealed his secret, and today we are breaking it down so you can start today. In the United States, the average lifespan is 76, but in Okinawa, Japan, it is 84, and many people live well past 100. They are still walking, cooking, and even gardening well into their later years. So what is the secret? It is not expensive treatments or magical pills. It is what they eat and how they live. Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara, Japan's oldest practicing doctor, lived to 105 and continued working until he was 100. His approach was incredibly simple: simple meals, stable habits, joy, and finding happiness in small things. Today, we will break down 5 key principles he lived by and show you how they can transform your energy, digestion, and mental clarity after 60. One of the biggest mistakes many people make is overeating and ignoring the principle of hara-hachi-bu. Let us start with something deceptively simple: how much we eat. In the West, fullness is often seen as the goal. Cleaning your plate, finishing strong, and eating larger portions means better value. But in Okinawa, Japan, where many people live past 100, the goal is very different. They practice hara-hachi-bu, which means eating until you are 80% full, only 80%, then stopping. Why does this matter? Because eating a little less reduces excess calorie intake, lowers inflammation, reduces oxidative stress on your organs, and helps maintain a healthy weight without needing to diet. In fact, the National Institute on Aging has linked moderate caloric restriction to longer lifespan and improved metabolic health. Dr. Hinohara, Japan's oldest practicing doctor, lived by this principle. He believed in eating lightly, eating slowly, and always leaving the table slightly unsatisfied. This helped him maintain his energy and clarity well into his 90s. Let's meet Helen, 68 years old. She grew up with the mindset of never waste food and always finished her plate even after feeling full. Over time, she noticed sluggish digestion, afternoon fatigue, and poor sleep. Then, she learned about hara-hachi-bu. She started pausing halfway through each meal and asking herself, am I really still hungry, or am I just eating out of habit? The result? More energy, better sleep, less bloating, and surprisingly, more joy at the table. Try this yourself. Eat slower, breathe between bites, and when you feel about 70% full, stop. It is not just about how much you eat, it is about how you eat. Next, let us talk about what to eat and why. Mistake number 2, skipping plant-based proteins like beans. Protein is essential for strength, recovery, and healthy aging. However, in the West, many people think protein only comes from meat. But in Okinawa, one of the longest living populations in the world, most protein does not come from beef or chicken. It comes from plants, particularly soybeans, tofu, miso, natto, and edamame. These aren't just traditional foods, they are staples in the Okinawan longevity diet. Why does this matter? Because soy-based foods are packed with complete plant protein, isoflavones that help reduce inflammation, prebiotic fiber that nourishes your gut, and help lower bad cholesterol, improve bone density, and reduce cognitive decline. Dr. Hinohara, Japan's oldest doctor, ate tofu nearly every day and believed it kept his arteries clean and digestion smooth, even into his 90s. Now, let us look at a powerful anti-aging shield found in foods many Americans overlook, but the Japanese eat every morning. Mistake number 3, ignoring fermented foods. One of Japan's quietest longevity secrets isn't a vitamin or supplement. It is a tradition: fermented foods. Dr. Hinohara began every morning with a humble bowl of miso soup. To him, it wasn't just comfort food, it was a daily healing ritual. Miso, natto, pickled vegetables, and fermented seaweed are all staples in the Okinawan diet. These are packed with live probiotics that feed your gut, digestive enzymes that help break down nutrients, and anti-inflammatory compounds that protect your brain, joints, and immune system. In the West, many seniors rely on probiotic pills, but real fermented foods offer something far more powerful: synergy. The combination of whole foods plus living microbes provides benefits that pills often cannot match. Let me introduce Claire, 70 years old. She struggled with bloating, irregular digestion, and heaviness after meals for years. She tried fiber powders, digestive enzymes, and every probiotic on the shelf, but nothing worked. Then a friend gave her a jar of real miso paste. She started sipping a warm miso broth each morning, just 1 cup, no major diet changes, no supplements. By week 2, the changes were noticeable. Bloating was gone, her energy improved, afternoons felt lighter, and her appetite became more stable. The power was in the live bacteria, not a pill. You can start this too. Try a spoon of miso in warm water or a few slices of naturally fermented pickles. It is not just about gut health, it is about aging with balance. Now, let us explore one forbidden food group in the West that the Japanese eat every day and credit for their strong hearts and clear arteries. Mistake number 4, fearing carbohydrates and skipping sweet potatoes. Let us face it, in the West, carbohydrates have become the enemy. You hear it everywhere. Cut carbohydrates to lose weight, and seniors should avoid starches. But here is the truth. Not all carbs are created equal, and some, like the Japanese purple sweet potato, may actually help you live longer. These vibrant purple potatoes are packed with antioxidants known as anthocyanins, which protect blood vessels and fight cellular aging. They also provide fiber to stabilize blood sugar, potassium, vitamin C for heart and immune health, and have a low glycemic index, meaning they will not cause sugar crashes. Dr. Hinohara often chose sweet potatoes over rice, believing they were gentler on the body and provided powerful protection. In fact, research from the National Institutes of Health has linked foods rich in anthocyanins, like Japanese sweet potatoes, to better blood vessel function, reduced inflammation, and slower cognitive decline in aging adults. Meet Paul, 69 years old. He was pre-diabetic, fatigued, and frustrated. He had been avoiding all carbohydrates, even the good ones, but his energy was tanking, and his cravings were getting worse. His dietitian encouraged him to try steamed Japanese sweet potatoes, not fried, not covered in sugar, just simple and clean. Paul started adding half a cup to his lunch. Within 2 weeks, his energy lasted longer, his cravings decreased, and his blood sugar stabilized. Here is the takeaway. You do not need to fear carbohydrates. You just need to choose wisely, just like the Japanese do. Finally, let us look at the most important lesson from Japan's oldest doctor. It is not about food, it is a philosophy. Dr. Hinohara didn't follow a strict diet or count calories. He followed a rhythm, a simple, joyful rhythm that shaped his long life. Each morning, he started with something like miso soup, a walk, and reading. He avoided overeating, not out of restriction, but out of respect for his body. Even in his 90s, he took the stairs instead of using elevators. He stayed curious, gave lectures, wrote books, and smiled a lot. He once said, "To stay young, you must have fun." Let us meet Marie, 71 years old. She used to obsess over labels, low carb, sugar-free, and so on, but this left her anxious, always chasing the next rule. Then she read about Dr. Hinohara and made a shift. She started walking 20 minutes every morning, eating slower, taking time for tea in the afternoon to just breathe, and even planted herbs on her windowsill and watched them grow. That rhythm changed everything. Health isn't just physical, it's emotional, mental, and rhythmic. As you reflect on the foods we have shared, remember this. It is not just about what you eat, it is how you live around it. Don't just count protein, count quiet mornings. Don't just reduce sugar, increase laughter. Don't just fix your diet, nourish your spirit. If you are unsure where to start simple. Start joyful. Start like the doctor who lived to 105 and smiled all the way there. To recap, here are 5 principles to start today. 1. Eat until you are 80% full. This helps digestion, energy, and longevity. 2. Add more plant proteins like tofu, lentils, and edamame. Easy to cook, easy on the body. 3. Include fermented foods like miso or pickled vegetables. Good bacteria that strengthen your gut and immunity. 4. Choose smart carbs like sweet potatoes. They fuel you without spiking your sugar. 5. Live light, eat light, and smile often. It is about rhythm, simplicity, and joy. You do not need to make a huge change all at once. Just start with 1 bite, 1 habit, 1 breath between spoonfuls. Which principle speaks to you today? Let us know in the comments. Your choice might inspire someone else. Starting your longevity journey today could add more life to your years. See you in the next video, where we will uncover a popular health food that could be aging you faster than you think.